All right, so today we're diving into something I think we all probably use way more than we realize, the YouTube algorithm.
Yes.
And we're going to be using this great article from the Buffer blog as our roadmap here.
Okay.
It's called A 2025 Guide to the YouTube Algorithm. It's got everything you need to know to boost your content.
Boost your content.
Whether you're a creator or just someone who, spends a little too much time watching videos, this deep dive is going to be super insightful for all of us.
I think most people just think of it as this big mysterious thing, right?
Yeah.
The algorithm.
It's one big thing.
But the reality is there are multiple algorithms at play,
Okay.
each one with its own little quirks and nuances.
Gotcha. So the article actually breaks it down into three main categories. The discovery pathways on YouTube.
Okay.
You've got recommended content, which is your homepage and your suggested videos.
Yep.
You've got trending videos.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got just searching for stuff.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a key takeaway, I think.
Yeah.
Those three pathways, recommendations, trending, and search, they're all governed by different algorithms,
Okay.
which helps explain why you might see certain videos pop up in one place, but not another.
Makes sense. All right, so let's start with the recommendation engine.
Okay.
This is where things get kind of spooky, right?
Yeah.
It's like YouTube knows what you want to watch before you even do.
It can feel that way sometimes. I mean, the article quotes YouTube directly, and it says that they track what viewers watch, how long they watch, what they skip over,
Yeah.
and more. So all of that data feeds into this complex system powered by machine learning,
Oh, wow.
which is a type of AI
Gotcha.
that enables computers to learn from data without being explicitly programmed.
Okay, so essentially all of our behavior, what we watch, what we don't watch, the searches we do, even those thumbs down, not interested clicks, it's all shaping our individual YouTube experience.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, the algorithm learns from our actions, and it tries to predict what we'll find most engaging. But the whole goal is to tailor the experience to individual preferences.
That makes you think, though, like, are
Yeah.
we shaping our YouTube experience, or is the algorithm shaping us?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah.
Like, if it keeps feeding us similar content, are you maybe missing out on other stuff we might actually love?
Yeah, that gets at the heart of how these algorithms impact our lives.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
there's a constant back and forth.
Yeah.
We influence the algorithm with our choices, and then it shapes the options that it presents to us.
Interesting. Okay, so what about all those engagement metrics? Everyone always talks about views, watch time.
Right.
How do those fit into the algorithm's grand plan?
Engagement is crucial.
Yes.
I mean, that's a primary signal that tells YouTube whether a video is resonating with viewers.
Okay.
And remember, engagement isn't just views or watch time.
Okay.
It's also likes, comments, shares, and even things like adding a video to your watch later playlist.
Okay, so the more we engage with certain types of content, the more likely the algorithm is to keep showing us similar videos?
That's the general idea.
Yeah, okay.
But it's important to note that YouTube is getting a lot more sophisticated in how it measures satisfaction.
Uh-huh.
So watch time is still important,
Yeah.
but it's not the only factor.
Okay.
They're actually using surveys now to gather direct feedback from viewers.
Really?
Yeah. So you might finish watching a video
Uh-huh.
and get a little pop-up
Okay.
asking how satisfied you were with the content.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah. So they're actively trying to understand what we truly enjoy,
Hmm.
not just what we're spending time on.
I like that. All right, so earlier we talked about how our actions, like those clicks and likes and not interested clicks,
Right.
shape our YouTube experience.
Yeah.
So as viewers, what are some of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal?
Well, using the not interested button, I mean, really using that liberally is a big one.
Okay.
That sends a really strong signal to the algorithm
Yeah.
that you don't want to see more videos like that.
Oh, okay.
So don't be afraid to use it.
It's like giving the algorithm a direct command,
It is. Yeah.
Show me less of this, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, you can use add to queue,
Okay.
save to watch later,
Yep.
subscribing to channels.
Yeah.
All of those signal what you do want to see more of.
I've actually noticed that when I start using the not interested button, more often my recommendations change pretty dramatically.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that, we're not totally powerless in this whole equation.
Right.
We have more control than we might realize.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's shift gears a little bit now and talk about something that's a bit different. Trending videos.
Okay.
Unlike the personalized recommendations, trending is all about what's blowing up at a given moment, within a specific geographic region.
Right.
And the algorithm updates the trending feed every 15 minutes.
Every 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's the viral vortex. Everyone wants to go viral. But it sounds like trending is less about what an individual person likes and more about just capturing that moment in time.
That's right. Yeah, the article lists a few different factors that contribute to a video hitting the trending feed.
Okay.
And it's not just about view count.
Okay, so what are some of those other factors?
Well, one is view velocity. So how quickly those views are racking up.
Okay.
So a video that gets a ton of views really fast is more likely to trend than something that slowly gains views over a long period of time.
Makes sense.
Where those views are coming from is also really important.
Okay.
Views from outside YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Like if someone shares a link on Twitter or Facebook.
Okay.
That can boost a video's trending potential. They also consider the age of the video.
Okay.
And even how it's performing compared to other uploads from the same channel.
So it's like this complex formula, but it favors videos that are creating a lot of buzz and getting attention really fast.
Right.
Which means the video with the most views on a given day might not actually be the #1 trending video because they're looking at this bigger picture, of how quickly it's gaining traction.
That's right. It's not just about the raw numbers. It's the overall momentum and the buzz.
Okay, so we've talked about recommendations and trending. Let's talk about search now,
Okay.
which seems like a more straightforward way to find videos on YouTube.
Yeah, it might seem that way.
Right.
But there's still an algorithm working behind the scenes,
Of course.
determining which videos appear at the top of the search results.
Well, I mean, makes sense, right? YouTube's owned by Google, so it's a massive search engine.
That's right.
But how does that algorithm decide which videos are the most relevant for a given search query?
Well, just like Google Search, it's all about matching those search terms with the most relevant content.
Okay.
So the algorithm looks at the video's title description, even analyzes the content itself to determine how well it aligns with what the user's searching for.
So titles and descriptions aren't just for attracting viewers, they're also feeding information to that algorithm.
That's right. But here's the thing. Even in search results, engagement still matters.
Really?
Yeah, videos that get more clicks, more watch time, and all those engagement signals are more likely to be pushed higher in the rankings.
So you've got to use the right keywords to get people to click in the first place.
Right.
And then the content has to be engaging enough to keep them watching.
Exactly.
I'm curious, though, how much control do creators really have over all of this?
Yeah.
Can you game the algorithm?
That's a question everyone wants to know.
Right.
And the article actually addresses it directly.
Okay.
They quote YouTube's director of growth and discovery.
Hmm.
And he says, just stop trying to game the system.
Okay, so it sounds like it's less about tricking the algorithm and more about working with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to work with it, you have to understand what it values the most,
Okay.
which is audience satisfaction.
So what does that actually mean for creators?
Right.
Should they just be chasing views and watch time?
Not necessarily. I mean, remember, YouTube is getting a lot smarter about how it measures that satisfaction.
Okay.
It's not just about those surface level metrics.
Uh-huh.
Remember, they're using those surveys
Right.
to get direct feedback.
Yeah.
They're looking at comments,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of signals to figure out if viewers are truly enjoying the content.
Okay, so that raises a really important question. I think something that we'll dive into more in part 2 of our deep dive. How can creators create content that truly satisfies their audience?
That's where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
That's where we can start to unpack some of the strategies and insights the article has to offer.
Awesome, looking forward to that.
So welcome back to our deep dive into the YouTube algorithm. Last time we really started to unpack how this whole intricate system works.
Yeah.
And I think one of the key takeaways was just how much emphasis YouTube is putting on audience satisfaction.
Yeah, it's really fascinating how much data they're gathering to try and figure out if people are truly enjoying a video, not just passively watching it.
Right.
So beyond those surveys we talked about, what other signals are they using to measure satisfaction?
Well, they're laying at a whole range of things.
Okay.
For example, they pay close attention to comments,
Okay.
both positive and negative ones.
Yeah.
Lots of positive comments can indicate that a video is resonating with people,
Uh-huh.
while negative comments can point out areas for improvement.
That makes sense.
They're also looking at shares.
Right. If a video is being shared a lot, it's probably because people found it valuable or entertaining enough to want to pass it along.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shares are a really powerful indicator that a video has struck a chord with viewers.
Yeah.
And they even look at things like how many people are adding a video to their watch later playlist.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that one, but it makes sense. You're saving it for later. You're clearly interested.
Right. It shows a level of engagement beyond just watching it in the moment. And all of these signals, the comments, the shares, the watch later, ads, they all help to paint a more complete picture of how viewers are responding to a video.
It's like they're trying to get at the emotional response, not just the raw numbers.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that leads to a really crucial question for creators.
Okay.
How do you actually create content that satisfies people on that deeper level?
Right. That's the million-dollar question.
It is.
Well, the article gives some really intriguing advice.
Okay.
One thing they emphasize is the importance of thinking like a viewer.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in our own creative vision and forget about the audience.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's like we need to step outside of ourselves and really try to understand what keeps us engaged.
Exactly.
As viewers.
What videos do you find yourself watching all the way through?
Yeah.
What makes you come back to certain channels? What elements make a video truly memorable or impactful?
I like that.
Yeah.
Asking those questions can really give you some valuable insight into what resonates with people.
Absolutely. And then you can use those insights to inform your own content creation process.
Right. So maybe that means tightening up your editing,
Yep.
improving your storytelling, incorporating elements, viewers respond well to like humor or suspense,
Right.
emotional connection.
Exactly. Or maybe it means finding creative ways to present information,
Yeah.
incorporating visuals that enhance the viewing experience. The key is to be really intentional and thoughtful about every aspect of your content, always keeping that viewer in mind.
Yeah. I like that, putting yourself in the viewer's shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about understanding your audience and creating content that really resonates.
Right.
The article also goes into some more tactical strategies for kind of navigating the algorithm.
It does.
Right.
Yeah. And one of the most important is picking a niche
Okay.
and really owning it. They introduced this idea called the XY premise,
Okay.
which is basically a simple sentence that defines what makes your content unique.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like finding your superpower in this vast YouTube world.
Exactly. It forces you to think about what sets you apart from everyone else.
Right.
The article suggests thinking about it this way.
Okay.
This is a project type about topic,
Okay.
unlike other project types about topic. Only we, unique proposition.
Okay, I like that. So let's break that down with like a specific example.
Okay.
Let's say you have a cooking channel.
Okay.
Your project type is cooking videos.
Yep.
Your topic could be something broad, like healthy recipes.
Right.
But then you need to figure out what makes your approach to healthy recipes unique,
Exactly.
right? So maybe your unique proposition is that you specialize in one-pot meals or vegan desserts or, recipes from a specific culture.
Right. It's not just about the topic.
Yeah.
It's about finding that unique angle within that topic.
I like that. So you're not just competing with every other cooking channel out there. So you're carving out your own little space. And by defining your niche with this XY premise, you can start to attract a more targeted audience and really build that loyal following of viewers who are actually interested in what you have to offer.
Right.
Okay, so you've defined your niche.
Yeah.
Now the next step is to really master the tools and strategies that can help you get your content in front of the right people.
Exactly. And we're talking about all those YouTube SEO tactics.
Yeah.
Things like keyword research,
Right.
optimizing your titles and descriptions,
Yeah.
using subtitles,
Yep.
organizing your content into playlists.
This is where things can get a bit technical,
They can.
but it's important for creators to understand how these tools work.
Absolutely. Keyword research, for example, is super crucial.
Okay.
It's all about understanding what people are actually searching for on YouTube and finding ways to incorporate those terms into your content.
So you're not just picking random words for your titles and descriptions. You're actually strategically using the words people are typing in.
Exactly. And then optimizing your titles and descriptions is like putting up a big sign
Yeah.
that tells both viewers and the algorithm what your video is about.
So it's all about making it easy for both people and algorithms to find your stuff.
Exactly.
And what about subtitles?
Subtitles are huge.
Okay.
Not only do they improve accessibility for viewers who are deaf or hard of hearing,
Right.
but they actually provide valuable data to the algorithm.
Really?
Yeah, because the algorithm can actually read the text in your subtitles
Wow.
to better understand what your video is about.
Okay, so make sure those subtitles are accurate and complete.
Exactly.
Okay, good tip. And then playlists, those are another powerful tool, right?
They are.
They're a way to kind of group your content together and create a more curated viewing experience.
Think of playlists as creating a series
Okay.
or like a mini course within your channel.
Uh-huh.
It's a way to keep people engaged and watching more of your stuff.
And from the algorithm's perspective, playlists signal that your content is well organized, that it provides value.
It shows you're not just uploading videos randomly.
Right.
You're strategically creating a really cohesive experience.
Yeah, okay. And speaking of creating a cohesive experience, we can't forget about thumbnails.
Oh, thumbnails are so important.
Right.
They're often the very first thing viewers see,
Yep.
and they can really make or break your video's success.
The article stresses that thumbnails should be eye-catching, informative, and consistent with your overall brand or style.
Right, think of them like mini-movie posters.
Okay.
They need to grab attention,
Yeah.
entice people to click.
So use visuals that evoke emotion.
Yep.
Maybe incorporate some text that clearly tells people what the video is about, and try to create a consistent look and feel.
Exactly. It's all about creating a cohesive brand experience that extends beyond just the video itself.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, talking
Yeah.
about strategies for creators.
They have.
But what about those of us who are mostly viewers?
Right.
Are there any takeaways for us in terms of, creating a better YouTube experience for ourselves?
Absolutely. And it all goes back to those direct feedback tools that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Use that not interested button.
Yep.
Don't be shy about it.
Yeah.
Really let the algorithm know what you don't want to see.
Show me less of this plot.
Exactly. And then take advantage of add to queue and save to watch later to curate your own watch list
Right.
of things you're excited to watch.
It's like we're taking control of the algorithm, shaping it to fit our tastes.
And don't forget to engage with creators you enjoy.
Right.
Leave thoughtful comments, share their videos, subscribe to their channels.
Yeah, those actions send really valuable signals to the algorithm, helping it refine its recommendations and deliver a better experience.
It's like we're all part of this conversation.
Yeah.
We're shaping the future of YouTube together.
We're not just passive consumers, we're active participants in this whole digital world.
That's a great way to put it. And that brings us to the final part of our deep dive, where we'll explore how all of this is shaping the future of YouTube and online content creation.
Awesome, I can't wait. All right, so welcome back to our YouTube algorithm deep dive. It's been quite a journey.
It has.
Exploring the inner workings of this thing.
Yeah.
We've covered, how it works,
Right.
some of the factors that influence it,
Yeah.
all sorts of interesting strategies for both creators and viewers.
For both sides.
And now it's time to kind of look ahead,
Yeah.
right? Like, where is all of this going?
The online landscape is constantly changing,
Yeah, it never stops.
and YouTube is no exception.
Well, and the article hinted at some pretty exciting developments.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for those just starting out as creators.
Yeah, you mentioned that team.
Right.
YouTube has dedicated to promoting smaller creators.
Yeah. It seems like they're really investing in a more diverse range of content.
They are.
I think it's great that there's this push to level the playing field a little bit.
Yep.
Give those without a huge following a chance to get discovered.
Definitely. And as the lines between different types of content continue to blur,
Right.
I think we're going to see even more innovation in how things are, discovered and consumed.
Well, yeah, we talked earlier about this whole multi-format world.
Right.
Long-form videos, shorts, live streams,
Yeah.
podcasts, even stuff in multiple languages.
It's so much more than just watching videos these days.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like a multimedia hub.
And the algorithm has to keep up right. It's got to try and connect people with the content they'll enjoy,
Yeah.
no matter what form it takes.
Exactly. Imagine this.
Yeah.
You stumble upon a creator through one of their shorts,
Okay.
and then you dive into their long-form videos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you catch a live stream.
Right. It becomes this richer, more interconnected experience.
It does.
And that has big implications for creators, too.
Huge, yeah.
Because we talked about how YouTube actually recommends keeping content on the same channel
Right.
if it's for the same audience, even if the format's totally different.
They do, because the algorithm itself tries to recommend your content across all those different formats.
So having a multi-format strategy can actually help you get discovered.
Absolutely, it can.
Wow. So you can reach more people.
Right. It's all about meeting viewers where they are,
Yeah.
catering to all those different consumption habits.
And I mean, think about how technology keeps advancing.
Oh, yeah.
We can expect even more sophisticated ways to personalize that experience.
Absolutely. I mean, think AI-powered recommendations that are even smarter.
Yeah.
Interactive features within videos, maybe even immersive formats like VR.
It's mind-blowing to think about what the future holds.
Please.
But in the midst of all that innovation,
Yeah.
there's one thing that's still essential:
What's that?
the human element.
The human element.
The article really drove this point home.
Yeah.
It said the most successful creators are the ones who build those genuine relationships with their audience.
They are the ones that create content that really resonates with
Right.
a deeper level, building a community,
Yeah.
sparking conversation.
It's a message that goes way beyond just any platform or algorithm.
It does.
It's this reminder that at the core of, creating content online,
Yeah.
there's this fundamental human need
Uh,
to connect, to share, to inspire.
right.
And I think that's what makes this whole exploration so fascinating.
It is.
We started out dissecting this technical side of this algorithm,
Yeah.
but we ended up uncovering all these deeper truths about what it means to engage with people online.
We did. It's easy to get lost in all the data and the code.
Yeah.
But we got to remember, there are real people behind all of it.
Right.
Seeking connection and meaning.
Exactly. All right, so as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
here's one final thought to leave you with.
All righty.
This algorithm is powerful,
Yeah.
but it's not this impenetrable wall.
Right.
By understanding how it works,
Yeah.
embracing, all this new innovation, and staying focused on creating content that really connects with people,
Yes.
we can navigate this digital world with intention and purpose.
I love that. And who knows what incredible discoveries await us on the other side.
Absolutely. All right, thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive into the YouTube algorithm. Be sure to check out that full article from the Buff blog for even more insights. And until next time, happy exploring.